Right, so I've got a song to make. I've been given a vocal and I've been given an old instrumental from a different producer. I'm going to go through the monumental task of trying to talk to you, which I'm not used to doing. Well, I've done it before, but it's not natural. Talk to you and create the song at the same time. Let's do it. So these are the two files I've got. Just bear with me a sec. So I've got, where are they? Oh, let's find them. There you go. So I've got an acapella. Just put that in the first track. And this is the backing track. So I've only heard this once. I remember it wasn't a great quality, but I remember thinking the vocals were pretty nice. So I could do something with it. So this is the backing track. So first thing I'm going to do is take it off warp mode. Just get the natural sound of it.
Now I find myself.
So the reason I've got the backing track is because I want to work out what the BPM is. This might take some time, so I might edit through this, but let's do that first. So it sounds like Ableton's kind of detected it's 124. So that may be it, but we'll just put the metronome on and just check it out.
I find myself.
No, it's definitely not. Let's bring that to the beginning of the bar.
Now I find myself here with the cross.
I can hear that being too slow, but that's fine because it's not 124. Let's move that up to 124. Get that starting at the beginning.
Now I find myself here with the crossroads, a place I've never been.
So the way to really tell if that's the BPM is just to go to the closer to the end of the song. If it's drifting, then you know it's off.
Pulling my heart.
And it's not. So it's holding its time. We can now, actually, we're not going to even keep that. We're just going to leave that alone. So the original vocal is what we need here. So we just want to line that up with the track.
Now I find myself here with crossroads.
So it's lining up a little bit, but there's clearly a difference there. So we just expand it out and just make it fit.
I find myself here with the crossroads.
Still not quite right. Just move it a little bit more.
Now I find myself here with the crossroads.
Okay, so that's phasing, which is nice, which means we are pretty much, we've got it on tempo. So let's going to get that vocal warped. I'm going to just get rid of all the formants and stuff. That's pretty much it. Now we've done that, I'm going to sort of not use that background track anymore. The first thing I'm going to do with this remix is, and bear with me, because I actually have to get some chords going. So I have a keyboard where I could play some chords, but actually it's not attached, so I'm going to use scalar.
Now I find myself here with the crossroads.
So I like to get, actually, before I do that, I like to get a kick or just some type of beat going that's not a click beat, just to give me an accompaniment. Just go into here, just pick up maybe just one of these ones, these Oliver ones. Just a simple one. This is pretty simple. Sometimes I actually end up keeping them for the whole song. So it's, yeah, you got to be careful what you pick because you might end up using it forever because you get used to it.
Now I find myself here with the crossroads, a place I've never been to before.
Actually, I think in this case it's a little bit distracting, but that's fine. What we're going to do is get scalar, and the scalar is it's if you've not heard of scalar, it's just a tool to help with chords. Okay, so just to help select chords for a song, I would just normally go on a keyboard and play chords, but my keyboard's not attached, and sometimes it's useful to use it. So what you have in scalar is a bunch of presets in terms of scales. I do think because this is a bit of a dancey song, you want to choose one of the more dancey things like drums and bass. We could choose EDM. Let's choose EDM. Just randomly choose one of them. We'll choose this one. Just keep choosing a thing until you find one that sort of sounds nice. That one's all right. Not that one. In fact, that's right on key. That's right on key. Let's just use that one there. So what you do is you just literally just drag them into the song. It's pretty that simple. Let's try this. We'll try them in order and we can just change them around. Fucking hell, this actually fits perfectly. So that's never happened before.
Now I find myself here at the crossroads, a place I'm
So that sounds like a natural loop. So we're just going to repeat that.
been to before, but it's familiar.
Let's listen to these other chords. We can use that for a bridge if there is a bridge section. I just don't remember if there is.
Well, I did.
Maybe here.
I didn't know. I didn't know it was lies from the sun. Trance hypnotized strings were pulling my heart.
Fuck, that kind of does fit.
It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you go.
It doesn't work there though. It does. Let me just start changing the colours. So those need to change colours, otherwise I'm going to get confused quickly. Come on.
I didn't know it was lies from the sun.
So we do need different chords here. So just once again, I'm going to just consolidate these so they're just one. And let's just try the last two chords of that previous one.
Trance hypnotized strings were pulling my heart. Trance hypnotized strings were pulling.
Let's try that chord. Shit. Let's copy that.
Trance hypnotized strings were pulling my heart.
So that's not too bad. Let's just group that together. So I might go quiet a little bit because I'm thinking about what to do.
I didn't know it was lies from the sun. And trance hypnotized strings were pulling.
Really, you got to do this by ear because it would just drive you mad if you try to find the right chords.
Hypnotized strings were pulling. Hypnotized strings were pulling. Hypnotized strings were pulling.
I'm going to just get rid of that and try this one. See if that makes a difference.
Trance hypnotized strings were pulling.
That's not working.
Pulling. And trance hypnotized strings were pulling my. Pulling my heart. pulling my heart.
So that last chord is a bitch. That last chord is a bitch. We just need to go back to scalar and see what other chords fit with it. What other chords fit with it.
I didn't know it was lies from the start. Entranced, hypnotized strings.
Let's try that one. That was the first chord.
I didn't know it was lies from the start. Entranced, hypnotized strings were pulling.
So I think that chord works, but it needs to resolve. So it's not resolving, and that's the problem with that chord. Try that.
Strings were pulling my heart.
That does resolve a bit more, but not completely.
Pulling my heart.
It might sound good, so let's just keep that one for that bit, and then we'll listen to the other bridge. I'll just bring this one back in. So it's just experimentation time. It does take a bit of time, and I'm recording a video, so I'm under pressure.
It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways, and now you gotta pay. You've built a house of cards and I can see it crumbling down. There's nowhere left to hide and I do not need you around. Too long I was on this ride and now I finally have to say goodbye. Never looking back and never slowing down and never giving up until I can't be found. No, I didn't.
So it still continues.
No, never giving up and never giving up until I reach the top. No, never giving up and never giving up until I reach the top. I won't look down, I won't look back. Won't catch up to me. Another night.
So that's going back to the verses.
Now I find myself.
Yeah, that's a verse. So it's pretty much the same chords repeated.
Another night, another day. I'll put you in your place. I'll shove it right in your face.
It's a nice song, actually.
Your medicine now you will taste. Well, I didn't know it was lies from the start. Entranced, hypnotized strings were pulling my heart. It caught up to me.
Yeah, that's a fucking bitch. That ending there.
It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways, and now you gotta pay. You've built a house of cards and I can see.
Gotta fix this, baby. This bit is
I didn't know it was lies from the start. Entranced, hypnotized strings were pulling my heart.
Maybe it just doesn't need that second chord. We just leave it like that.
Hypnotized strings were pulling my heart. It caught up to me.
Let's listen to it up here.
I didn't know it was lies from the start. Entranced, hypnotized strings were pulling.
That beat just does not work. That beat is rubbish. I'm swapping and starting a bit. I think I've got most of the chords in, to be honest. Just need a beat. I need a beat that will work with it. I love the splice power tools thing. I just love it. Oliver Power, I think it's called. Let's just see what we got. Just pick any of these kind of loops just to start with. Let's try that one.
Now I find myself.
It's too fast. All of these are going to be fast. Let me just try something else. I've used that in so many of my songs. Yeah, that's just 280s. Let's get the latest sample pack. Disco. Let's try disco. It's too disco-y.
Now I find myself.
It's too fast.
Now I find myself.
It's a fast song.
Now I find myself.
I like the kick sound though. Let's just get rid of the rest of it. Maybe I don't like it. Let's just get rid of the tail there. No, I don't like it. That's a deep one. That's too deep. This one sounds clean. All right, let's try that. That's clean kind of sounding. It's still got too much of a tail. Let's get rid of the other shit that's there.
Now
that's so dumb. Let's try it again.
Now
Yeah, that's just terrible. I think I'm getting nowhere fast here. We might be in the wrong place. Let's just look for one shots. Oh, we've done that already. Running out of options. We need kick. Oh, this one. This one here for sure. We'll save this one. We still have to work out what the kick is. That's not the kick. Too many choices. Let's try with tropical house samples, loops. Let's give this one a go. And try this one here. It's too heavy. Okay, this one. This one's the softest one. And I don't like the curve on it. We could just change the curve on it. I just don't like the way it starts either. Not easy to please, I guess. I am not. It also sounds like it needs to be tuned. That's so deep. We'll try bringing that up an octave. So what's 4 plus 12? 12 minus 4. 8. Is that right? That's too low. Okay. Just leave it like this. Let's just work on the rest of the track. I'm going to go back to the kick later. So we'll just consolidate that.
I find myself.
And actually, we're going to, I didn't think about this, just reduce the volume of the body. It's too much.
I find myself here at the crossroad. Now I find myself here at the crossroad. Now I find my.
It's not ideal, but I think it's okay. And just reduce the volume a bit and just turn it into a loop, and we shall use this for the whole song. So there you go.
Now I find.
Oh, mistake. We need to make it faster. No, that's slower. Faster.
Now I find myself here at the crossroad.
Let's just try using the drum shaper. So you can tell I'm not happy with the kick.
Now I find myself here at the crossroad. 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 I find myself. Now I find myself here at the crossroad. I find myself.
I'm actually thinking this snare sound doesn't sound right as well. It needs a bit more swing. I want a snare sound with a bit more swing. Go back to the power one. Power to the people. So what do we have here? They all got kick there.
Now I find myself here with the crown. I find my.
Why does it sound so different? It's the speed of it. What's the speed? What's the tempo here? It doesn't even say. 80. So this will sound really fast if I put it on here.
Now I.
Can't fucking win. Can't fucking win. Kind of similar tempo. Too fast.
Now I find.
Too freaking fast. That's it. Let's try that one.
Now
Sounds too fast. Let's try this one.
now
That's what we had before.
now
Try this one here. That's it. It's a bit more swing.
now I find myself.
So I don't like the clap sound at all, but we can just delete it. Just delete it and consolidate it and loop it. And we'll make it a bit sharper sounding. Let's just do that.
Now I find myself here with the crown. 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 I find myself.
There's another effect called a drum bus. I'm going to just mess around with that. What it can do that the other effects racks don't do is give it a bit of beef. Give the
Now I find
bit of
myself here with the crown. I find myself here with the crowd. I find myself here with the crowd. I find myself here with the crowd.
Right, so we have bass, we have snare and snare and no, we don't have snare at all, but that's fine. We have just hi-hats. Just the whole song again, like I did before. This is loop as well. Just drag that for the whole song.
Now I find myself here with the crowd. I find myself here with the crossroads.
So the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to legato all of the shit. So just make that loop again. Just legato this one as well. Just make sure that it's all nice and something. So let's just legato that. Copy that into here.
I didn't know it was lies from the sun and trance hypnotized.
That can always change, but I think that's cool. And then we're gonna just take this and just use this repetitively to the rest of the song.
It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways, and now you gotta pay. You've built a house of cards, and I can see it crumbling down. There's no way.
Anyone who's watched my other videos will know that my absolute favorite pad synth sound is called Diva. Let's bring that in. Get rid of the scaler. Scaler's just there as a reference.
It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways, and now you gotta pay. You've built a house of cards, and I can see it crumbling down. There's nowhere left to hide, and I do not need you around. So long I was on this ride, and now I finally have to say goodbye. Never looking back, and never slowing down, and never giving up until I can't be found. No, no, never giving up, and never giving up until I reach the top. No, no, never giving up, and never giving up until I reach the top. I won't look down, I won't look back. Won't catch up to me. No, no, never giving up, and never giving up until I reach the top. No, no, never giving up, and never giving up until I reach the top. I won't look down, I won't look back. Won't catch up to me. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways, and now you gotta pay. You built a house of cards, and I can see it crumbling down. There's nowhere left to hide, and I do not need you around. So long I was on this ride, and now I finally have to say goodbye. Never looking back, and never slowing down, and never giving up until I can't be found. No, no, never giving up, and never giving up until I reach the top. No, no, never giving up, and never giving up until I reach the top. I won't look down.
Yeah, we've got Diva there. I'm just going to put off that because I just realized that I want to take it. I want to get a bass sample, actually. I want to get the bass in for this one first. And once again, I don't have my MIDI keyboard connected, and I don't really want to use scaler for a bass, but I have loads of samples, loads. Some of them just have really good bass loops. We know this is an F sharp, so let's just type. Let's type F sharp and see what shit comes out. So, where's the sharp? Can't even find a sharp symbol on my computer. I don't know if that's where the sharp symbol is. Oh, here we go. Yay, F sharp. So, is that F sharp? I don't know. F will do as well because... Oh, wait. What is that? I love happy accidents. Let's just pitch this up by a semitone to get it to F sharp.
Now I find myself here with the crossroads, a place I've never been.
That's the tempo, 125.
Now I find myself here at the crossroads, a place I've never been to before.
You need scalar.
But it's familiar.
Right, I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to keep it in the background because I might. It's just nice to have the resources there. We do need bass though. Getting sidetracked. This is not going to be easy. We just need bass. We just need bass. Bass. Daft Funk. What was that? I didn't even know I had this. What is this? Let's try that. This is in D minor, so it's going to be difficult to work out. What's D minor to F sharp? Get rid of the vocal. This is probably not going to work. I'm not going to use this, but I just like playing around. Not going to use it. Let's try this one. bassline, yeah. Oh yeah, baby, baby. Gonna make a song from this shite. Yeah. I need to get the MIDI. I need to get the MIDI extracted. Otherwise I can't really do much with this. That's why I'm doing this thing here. I just hope it doesn't sound like a dog's breakfast. Kind of better than I thought. 4. Is there another sound in here? Is there another note? No. Let's get a decent sound on it and see if that gives it a good sort of sound.
find myself here at the crossroads, a place I've never been to before, but it's familiar. Well, I didn't know it was lies from the start, and trance hypnotized strings were pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways. I find myself here with the crowd. 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 I find myself here with the crossroads, a place I've never been to before.
I'm having fun.
Now
I just feel like it's a bit too fast. Maybe I should slow the song down.
I find myself here with the crossroads. Now I find myself here with the crossroads.
No, I need to do something with this bass. Unfortunately, I need to do some work. Just to slow it down a bit.
Now I find myself here with the crossroads. Now I find myself here with the crossroads.
Just needs to breathe a bit more than it currently does. Let's see if this works. This is just an experiment, really. I don't know if this is going to work. painstaking. It's the word. Oh shit.
Now I find myself here at the crossroads, a place I've never been to before.
So if you have this kind of variation with some shit's going fast and some of it's going slow, I think that creates interest. That's just my personal opinion. I might have to slow down a little bit more, but there are some bits that are fast. It sounds cool.
Before, but it's familiar.
Even this has to be slowed down a bit. Yeah, I'm going to just keep those fast bits just kind of sparse. I don't want them everywhere.
Now I find myself here at the crossroads, a place I've never been to before, but it's familiar.
Groove it, baby. Let's just get a 16th groove. Swing. Just apply the most intense one.
Now I find myself.
It's too intense. Let's try this one here, the lowest one.
Now I find myself here at the crossroads.
Nice. I think this kind of needs to be longer.
Now I find myself here at the crossroads. Myself here at the cross. Here at the cross. Here at the cross. Here at the crossroads, a place I've never been to before, but it's familiar. Well, I didn't know it was lies from the sun. Entranced, hypnotized, strings were pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you gotta pay. You build a house of cards, and I can see it crumbling. You build a house of cards, and I can see it crumbling down. There's nowhere left to hide.
I'm really sorry I'm not explaining everything. I'm just kind of doing what I think could make a section sound better, and kind of building them up as I go. And it's really just lots of jigsaw pieces I'm working on. I'm going to piece it together at some point.
You build a house of cards, and I can see it crumbling down. There's nowhere left to. Now you build a house of cards, and I can see it crumbling down. There's nowhere left to hide, and I do not need you around. So long I was on this ride, and now I finally have to say goodbye. Never looking back, never slowing down, and never giving up until I can't be found. You build a house of cards, and I can see it crumbling down. There's nowhere left to hide, and I do not need you around. So long I was on this ride, and now I finally have to say goodbye. Never looking back, never slowing down, and never giving up until I can't be found. You build a house of cards, and I can see it crumbling down. There's nowhere left to hide, and I do find myself here at the crossroad. Now I find myself here at the crossroad. Now I find myself here at the crossroad. A place I've never been to before, but it's familiar. Well, I didn't know it was lights from the sun. I didn't know it was lights from the sun. Enchanted.
That's obviously not right. That's going to have to change key.
I didn't know it was lights from the sun. Enchanted, hypnotized.
No, this is not working.
I didn't know it. I didn't know it. I didn't know it was lights. I didn't know it was lights from. I didn't know it. I didn't know. I didn't know it was lights from the sun. Enchanted, hypnotized, strings were pulling my heart.
So this ain't working, but that's fine. We can fix it. This one needs to be less funky. Go away, funk. The funk is gone. Goodbye, funk. It needs to be less funky, which means it needs to be. We need to make the notes longer. This will do.
I didn't know it was like. I didn't know it was lights from the sun. Enchanted, hypnotized, strings were pulling. Hypnotized, strings were pulling my heart.
Not sure about the last one.
Pulling my heart. It caught up to me.
That's it.
I didn't know it was lights from the sun. Enchanted, hypnotized, strings were pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sick. It caught up to me.
It feels like it just needs.
No.
Shit, what have I done? That's it.
I didn't know it was lights from the sun. Enchanted, hypnotized, strings. Strings were pulling my heart. I didn't know. It caught up to me. And I see through your sickening. To me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you gotta pay. And now you gotta. And now you gotta pay. And now you gotta pay.
Let's leave that for now. So we have something quite different there. So let's listen to it from the start.
Now I find myself here at the crossroads.
Now now that I'm hearing it again, I'm hearing mistakes.
Now I find myself. I find myself. Myself. Find myself here with the cross. Here with the cross.
That's a distraction. I'm going to get rid of that.
Here with the crossroad. Here with the crossroad. Here with the crossroad. Here with the crossroad. A place I've never been. A place I've never. A place I've never been. I've never been to before, but it's familiar. Oh, I find myself here with the crossroad. A place I've never been to before,
Sounding a bit better.
but it's familiar. Well, I did. Well, I didn't know it was like.
It's just a bit too wild there.
Well, I did. Well, I. Well, I didn't know it was lies from the sun. Entranced, hypnotized, strings were pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you gotta pay. You'll build a house of cards, and I can see it crumbling down. There's nowhere left to hide, and I do not need you around. So long I was on this ride, and now I finally have to say goodbye. Never looking back, never slowing down, and never giving up until I can't be found. No, no, never giving up, and never giving up until I reach the top. No, no, never giving up, and never giving up until I reach the top. I won't look down, I won't look back. Won't catch up to me. Another night, another day. I'll put you in your place. I'll shove it right in your face. Your medicine, know you will taste. Well, I didn't know it was lies from the sun. Entranced, hypnotized, strings were pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see.
So that bit there really needs a big build up. We need, what I mean by that is it needs a frequency, a big uplift in the frequency. Listen to this.
I didn't know it was lies from the sun. Entranced, hypnotized, strings were pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you gotta pay. You'll build a house of cards, and I can see it crumbling
Oh,
down.
it continues. Shit, yeah. Maybe the whole thing does. Let me just.
It caught up to me.
It does not. Wait a sec. The bass might be fucking it up, so just change it. Just.
It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you gotta pay. You'll build a house.
Let's try that. So we're just going to repeat that first part of that bass bit. Extend that out. See if that makes any any difference. It doesn't look like it does. What the fuck's going on here? Yeah, so then that bit comes in a bit earlier here. You're probably thinking, what the hell are you doing? But what happens is the bridge bit there's two bars that are different, and that's a bit short. So the bridge is longer than 2 bars, but it seems to revert back to its original sort of scales.
You build a house of cards and I can see.
But we still, because it's still a bridge, we still need to do that filter. Frequency uplift.
You build a house of cards and I can see it crumbling down.
Did that make any sense?
So long I was on.
So we could do it like with this sound.
You build a house of cards.
But no, that's just too much tension. So I just need to bring this back.
You build a house of cards and I can see it crumbling down. There's no one left to hide and I do not need you around. So long I was on this ride and then we'll finally have to say goodbye. Never looking back, never slowing down and never giving up until I can't be found. No, never giving up and never giving up until I reach the top. No.
So yeah, it's a complicated thing because we need to also split that bass thing, that bass line out a little bit as well. So this is what I mean.
I didn't know it was lies from the sun. You trailed it with tie strings pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you gotta play. You build a house of cards and I can see it crumbling down. There's no one left to hide and I do not need you around. So long I was on this ride and then we'll finally have to say goodbye. Never looking back, never slowing down and never giving up until I can't be found. No, never giving up and never giving up until I reach the top. No, never.
I think that's enough for there. Let's see if I repeat this, if that makes a difference.
It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you gotta play. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you gotta play. You build a house of cards and I can see it crumbling down. There's nowhere left to hide and I do not need you around. So long I was on this ride and then we'll finally have to say goodbye. Never looking back, never slowing down and never giving up until I can't be found. I didn't know it was lies from the sun. Entranced hypnotized strings pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through. I didn't know it was lies from the sun. Entranced hypnotized strings pulling my heart. It caught.
Doesn't work though.
It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways.
It doesn't work because the bass needs the same thing happening. It needs that filter as well to go up at the same time. So let's just do that. Oh, I've already got a filter cut off. What the fuck? I've already done it. It's just not enough. Let's just do that. Let's see what happens.
I didn't know it was lies from the sun. Entranced hypnotized strings pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I didn't know it was lies from the sun. Entranced hypnotized strings pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sick. Pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you gotta play. You build a house of cards and I didn't know it was lies from the sun. Entranced hypnotized strings pulling my heart. It caught up to me.
Bassline doesn't work.
It caught up to me. It caught
Is that where we started? Let me just see.
Pulling my heart, it caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways, and now you gotta pay.
Just too much probably on the chords.
It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways, and now you gotta pay. You'll build a house of cards, and I can see it crumbling down. There's no one left to hide, and I do not need you around. So long I was on this ride, and now I finally have to say goodbye. Never looking back, never slowing down, and never giving up until I can't be found. No, no, never giving up, and never giving up until I reach the top. No, no, never giving up, and never giving up until I reach the top. I won't look down, I won't look back. Won't catch up to me. Another night, another day. I'll put you in your place. I'll shove it right in your face. Your medicine, know you will taste. Well, I didn't know it was lies from the sun. Entranced, hypnotized, strings were pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways, and now you gotta pay. You'll build a house of cards, and I can see it crumbling down. There's nowhere left to hide, and I do not need you around. So long I was on this ride, and now I finally have to say goodbye. Never looking back, and never slowing. I didn't know it was lies from the sun. Entranced, hypnotized, strings were pulling my heart. You'll build a house of cards, and I can see it crumbling down. There's nowhere left to hide, and I do not need you around. So long I was on this ride, and now I finally have to say goodbye. Never looking back, and never slowing down, and never giving up until I can't be found. No, no, never giving up, and never giving up until I reach the top. No, no, never giving up, and never giving up until I reach the top.
So that's kind of the basic. I reckon that's a basic track. But we've really, for me, for it to work, the vocals have to work. So I just need to now move to the vocals just quickly, just to get that to sit in the mix. Obviously, we need reverb on the vocals. I'm just gonna bring them in this way. I'm gonna just bring in a couple more things with the vocals, which are that and a compressor. Just get rid of the low bits and the compressor. With a frig are you compressor glue audio effects glue. I'm going to use my old technique of side chaining. Just call this vocals. Use a side chaining technique. I'm just going to call it vocals. I'm going to side chain the shit out of it.
No, no, never giving up, never giving. I didn't know it was lies from the sun. Entranced, hypnotized, strings were pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways.
That way you can put a lot more effects.
I didn't know it was lies from the sun. Entranced, hypnotized, strings were pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways.
And I like to use this sort of sound toys micro shift on the actual vocals themselves.
I didn't know it was lies from the sun. Entranced, hypnotized, strings were pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways, and now you gotta pay. You'll build a house of cards, and I can see it crumbling down. There's nowhere left to hide, and I do not need you around. So long I was on this ride, and now I finally have to say goodbye. Never looking back, never slowing down, and never giving up until I can't be found. No, no, never giving up, and never giving up until I reach the top. No, no, never giving up, and never giving up until I reach the top. I won't look down, I won't look back. Won't catch up to me. Another night, another day.
I think there's some
I'll
background.
put you in your place. I'll shove it right in your
Some background
face.
sounds we can get.
Your medicine now you will taste. Well, I didn't know it was lies from the start. Entranced, hypnotized, strings were pulling my heart.
We can get rid of some of the breaths
It caught
as
up
well.
to me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you gotta pay. You've built a house of cards and I can see it crumbling down. There's nowhere left to hide and I do not need you around. Too long I was on this ride and now I finally have to say goodbye. Never looking back and never slowing down and never giving up until I can't be found. No, no, never giving up and never giving up until I reach that top.
I'm going to just use some delay, just see what it sounds like.
Never giving up until I reach that top. I won't look down, I won't look back. Won't catch up to me. No, no, never get down. I find myself in the crossroads, a place I've never been to before, but it's familiar. Now I find myself here at the crossroads, a place I've never been to before.
So I'm going to just pitch this down as an octave. Just get the beginning a bit different.
Now
That's too loud, so I'm just going to reduce that a lot. It's really weird because I can, even though the breath finger's on, I can actually hear breaths. Let's get rid of that. Maybe it needs to be a stronger setting, I don't know.
Now I find myself in the crossroads, a place I've never been to before.
The bass would sound a lot better if it had, let's duplicate the bass, if it had some serum in it. So just put a bit of serum love in there, just to get the really that deep sub, that really big deep sub sound. Just get the right shape. That's not the right shape. We just need, what the hell? We need a sine wave. There we go, basic shapes. There you go, sine wave. And I'll just reduce that as well. Let's properly deep that. It's got too much clicking, so just, where's the attack? Just get rid of the attack. Just get this baby in there. Just get rid of anything high. And similarly on the actual bass itself. EQ on this, get rid of some of the low end. I might even change it completely.
Won't look down, I won't look back.
to just get rid of the mate. That sounds good, mate. Annoying shaker, go away.
I find myself in the crossroads, a place I've never been to before, but it's familiar.
So now we've got the basics there for the track. I'm not saying this is how it's going to end up, but it's the basics for sure. I want to duplicate the diva, and I want to just start bringing in other sounds. Oh shit, what have I done? Just to enhance the song. So I like this synth called APX. I'm just going to bring that in the bridge and in the chorus. Why not?
I find myself in the crossroads, a place I've never been to before, but it's familiar. Well, I didn't know it was nice from the sun. Enchanted with tight strings pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you gotta pay. You'll build a house of cards, and I can see it crumbling down.
So we're just going to configure the cutoff here. Let's
I didn't know it was nice from the sun. Enchanted with tight strings. I didn't know it was nice from the sun. Enchanted with tight strings pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you gotta pay. You'll build a house of cards, and I can see it crumbling down. There's no one left to hide, and I do not need you around. So long it was on this ride, and I finally have to say goodbye. Never looking back, never slowing down, and never giving up until I can't be found. No, never giving up, and never giving up until I reach the top. No, never giving up, and never giving up until I reach the top. I won't look down, I won't look back. I'll catch up to me. And you'll build a house of cards. No, never giving up, and never giving up until I reach the top. I won't look down, I won't look back. I'll catch up to me. Another night, another day. I'll put you in your place. I'll shove it right in your face. Your medicine on you taste. Well, I didn't know it was nice from the sun. Enchanted with tight strings pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you gotta pay. You'll build a house of cards, and I can see it crumbling down. There's no one left to hide, and I do not need you around.
So it also has like this wicked arpeggiator. This. Let's give that a go.
I didn't know it was nice from the sun. Enchanted with tight strings pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you gotta pay. You'll build a house of cards, and I can see it crumbling down. There's no one left to hide, and I do not
just going to now group this shit. Everything except for the drums. Drums here. Just group these babies. Even the kick, even the bass. Just get an auto filter on the group. Let's play with that. Ooh, not on off. Frequency. There you go. Frequency.
I didn't know it. Now I find myself in the crossroads, a place I've never been to before, but it's familiar. Well, I didn't know it was nice from the sun. Enchanted with tight strings pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you gotta go.
The auto filter gives it a bit of life.
Well, I didn't know it was nice from the sun. Enchanted with tight strings pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you gotta pay. You build a house of cards and too long I was on this ride.
That arpeggiator is a bit shit.
I didn't know it was nice from the sun. Enchanted with tight strings pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you gotta go.
Let's bring a different instrument into. I just need something. It just needs another sound in there. Just going to just experiment with different sounds.
I didn't know it. I didn't know it. I didn't know it was nice from the sun. Enchanted with tight strings pulling my heart. I didn't know it was nice from the sun. I didn't know it, but I didn't know it. I didn't know it. I didn't know it. I didn't know it was nice from the sun. Enchanted with tight strings pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways.
That might work.
I didn't know it was nice from the sun. Enchanted with tight strings pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you gotta pay. You build a house of cards and I can see it from. I didn't know it was.
I built it up so much that it actually sounds shit when you take it off.
You build a house of cards and I can see it crumbling down. There's nowhere left to hide and I do not need you around. So long I was on this ride. You build a house of cards and I can see it crumbling down. There's nowhere left to hide and I do not need you around. So long I was on this ride and finally I have to say goodbye. Never looking back, never slowing down, never giving up until I can't be found. No, never giving up, never giving up until I reach that top. No, never giving up.
So this little bit in here needs something, and I'm going to do something very drastic right now. I'm going to do something very drastic and remove the chords completely. Or maybe not completely. We can try this. We're going to bring some percussion in here. Whatever we find. Let's see what we find. This probably won't work, but we'll just bring it in anyway. No, never giving up until I reach that top. No, never giving up. What I really want is a guitar. I want a funky guitar there. No, never giving up until I reach that top. No, never giving up until I reach that top. Oh man, it needs a double clap here. Reach that top. Never giving up until I reach that top. Giving up until I reach that top. I won't look down. Until I reach that top. I won't look down. I won't look back. Okay, drop to me. No, never giving up until I reach that top. No, never giving up until I reach that top. I won't look. Needs a guitar. This one might do. No, never giving up. No, never giving up until I reach that. No, never giving up until I reach that top. No, never giving up until I reach that top. I won't look down. No, never giving up until I reach that top. No, never giving up until I reach that top. No, never giving up until I reach that top. I won't look down, I won't look back. Okay, drop to me. No, never giving up until I reach that top. No, never giving up until I reach that top. I won't look down, I won't look back. Okay, drop to me. No, never giving up until I reach that top. No, never giving up until I reach that top. I won't look down, I won't look back. Okay, drop to me. No, never giving up. No, never giving up until I reach that top. No, never giving. 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 No, never giving up until I reach that top. I won't look. I won't look down. I won't look down. I won't look. I won't look down. I won't look. I won't look down. I won't look down. I won't look back. Okay, drop to me. Okay, drop to. Okay, drop. Okay, drop. Okay, drop. Okay, drop to. Okay, drop to me. Okay, drop to me. No, never giving up.
catch up to me. No, no, never giving up, I'm never giving up until I reach that top. No, no, never giving up, I'm never giving up until I reach that top. I won't look down, I won't look back. Oh, catch up to me. No, no, never giving up, I'm never giving up until I reach that top. No, no, never giving up.
Can I record vocals while I am talking to you? I don't know. Let's try it.
No, no, never giving up, I'm never giving up until I reach that top. No, no, never giving up, I'm never giving up until I reach.
Sound like a monkey, but that'll do for now.
No, no, never giving up, I'm never giving up until I reach that top. No, no, never giving up, I'm never giving up until I reach that top. I won't look down. No, no. No, no, never giving up, I'm never giving up until I reach that top.
Consolidating this baby's called My Little Vicey Poopy. Okay, so let's just do that, and I'm going to do the same shit with the transients.
No, no, never giving up, I'm never.
And bring a delay in.
Down, I won't look back. Oh, catch up to me. No, no, never giving up, I'm never giving up until I reach that top. No, no, never giving up, I'm never giving up until I reach that top. I won't look down, I won't look back. Oh, catch up to me. No, no, never giving up, I'm never giving up until I reach that top. No, no, never giving up, I'm never giving up until I reach that top. I won't look down, I won't look back. Oh, catch up to me. No, no, never giving up, I'm never giving up until I reach that top. No, no, never giving up, I'm never giving up until I reach that top. I won't look down, I won't look back. Oh, catch up to me. I'll put you in a place, I'll show them your face. You never seen what you would taste.
Now we're going to start doing all the transition work. Let's just get rid of a lot of shit. Get rid of that and that. So transitions is about cutting, and
Well, I didn't know it
so
was
those
that.
transitions really do work. In terms of just cutting shit out, really, that just makes a difference. And you can put a drum fill or something in there. Or
Well, I didn't know it was that for myself. Well,
put them
I
all over the
didn't
place.
know
Just
it
put them
was
on
that
here.
for myself.
Sometimes you
Trying
just
to
need
protect, pulling my heart. If I left to fight, imagine I leave you around. Too long I was on.
But it just sometimes it just works. Just get rid of the whole bloody thing.
Imagine I leave you around. Too long I was on this ride, and I finally have to say goodbye.
Also, on the breaks, you can do some funny things to vocals. So what I mean by that is we could, for example, we've got lots of effects on this vocal. For example, we could increase the delay.
I leave you around. Too long I was on this ride, and
You obviously don't want to go overboard with that, though.
I leave you around. Too long I was on this ride, and
Just get that down a bit.
I you around too long. You around too long.
Still too much.
You around too long. I was on it. You around too long. I was on this ride and it was final.
And also on the breaks, you can do really interesting things like you can actually just get rid of reverb, so you can actually really hear the vocal a lot clearer. So where is it? There it is. So you just get rid of the, not too much maybe, you just it just gives it a bit of an impact in the sound. In this case it didn't really seem to make too much of an impact, but you can actually do more than that. You can actually just get rid of all of the reverb on the mix at that, in that break. But the problem here is the delay is just masking it all. I think in this case actually the delay adds to it, so I'm not going to mess that too much up. So we've got a few little breaks in there. I think we need another break here because there's clearly a gap. Let's just, I like the beat, so I'm just going to get rid of the rest of it and just keep the beat. Not the guitar though. Get rid of that guitar. Where is that beat? Oh, the beat's there. So we just want to keep that beat. Just add maybe, don't know if this is going to work. Just do something like that. Shit. Just do, like, just get a bit of a snare pumping thing happening. What the frig? That needs to, that didn't work. Why not? That's better. And that sounds a bit dull. Let's let's do this to it. Just add a bit of reverb because it was sounding dull anyway. It's too quick for the reverb to kick in. Shit. It's too quick. Nah, it doesn't do anything. So what we need to do is just change the shape of some of them, just give it some variation. And you can also change the pitch, sound of a pitch. So you can just change it a little bit. The one that goes down doesn't sound good, so we're just going to bring that one up. Random. One of them's down. Which one is it? None of them are down. This one could go up a bit more to 4. This one could go to 6 or 7, 8.
I won't look down, I won't look back. I'll catch up tonight.
8 was too much. Just reduce that down to 6. There's this plugin called Valhalla Delay, which I never ever use, but there is, well, with one exception, I use it for phasers. It's got a really good phaser in it, so I'm just going to keep the whole thing off until we get to there. And phasers sound nice with with the drum snare fills. So just go on the presets. They've got phases. Use a fast one. And just reduce it a bit. It's a bit too much. Also find some fill samples. So you've got a sample pack with fills. So you can look for samples. Yeah, they might just go in here and just create a new track. So where I had that other sort of drum fill before, we could just bring another one in and kind of combine them. I just want to see if it's the right, yeah, it's the right tempo. Let's bring that phaser in to the other one. Just want to reduce the volume of that last one a little bit because I think it's clashing into the kick. Use that in other parts of the song. Done there is I've just added an imager just to get a bit of a sort of a wider sound, and de-esser, and a bit of, I increased the sort of the top end because the vocal sounded a little bit blunt to me, and that's not because of the singer, it's because of all these voice control things and breath controls. That's what it does. So you just need to lift it up, but the de-esser gets rid of the S's because all of that imaging stuff and the extra high frequencies you need control on the S, but it doesn't take long to do that. There's another thing I kind of noticed which I think is going to be interesting. So in the vocal there's a little bit in here. It's just the way it sounds. I think that could, and I could completely screw this up, but I think it could be a bit harmonic. Yeah, so I've just reduced the pitch of the, well, we'll call it a backup vocal to -5. So I just pitched it down. It doesn't sound we do want more. So on something like a background vocal, we want a lot more. Oh shit! We want a lot more. We've got loads of reverb. I think we want even more. We want even more. So I'm just going to get another return track in there. Going to get another reverb track in there. Valhalla again. I'm just going to literally just apply that. So at this point you can use like a side chain on the vocal. Get rid of the microshift so you've got a contrasting vocal. The bass needs a bit of energy around here. I forgot what the bloody bass is. It's in the group. And I think the reason why it loses energy there is because it is inside the filter. So we just take it out.
You around so long, I was on this ride, and now I finally have to say goodbye. Never looking back, never slowing down, never giving up until I can't be. It was nice from the sun. Transit the tight strings were pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you better pay. You build a house of cards, and I can see it running down. There's no one left to hide, and I do not need you around. So long, I was on this ride, and I finally have to say goodbye. Never looking back, never slowing down, never giving up until I can't be found. No, never giving up until I reach the top. No, never giving up until I reach the top. I won't look down, I won't look back. Will catch up to me.
So the final sort of touches, I can't believe I'm almost finished actually. There's still quite a lot to do actually, but just for this video, the final touches are the sort of the transitions. Not the transitions, the rises and sort of the build-ups. I've got this sample pack which has got loads of sort of different rises and build-ups. So you could use something like this. So I've just got to find the place to put them now. There you go.
Well, I didn't know it was nice from the sun. Transit the tight strings were pulling my heart. It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you better pay. You build a house of cards, and I can see it running down. There's no one left to
So on the
hide.
riser you can put a kickstart and
Well,
got
I
it EQ on
didn't
it.
know it was nice from the sun. Transit the tight strings were pulling my heart. Well, I didn't know it was nice from the sun. Well, I didn't know. Well, I didn't know it was nice.
We can use the same one throughout the track really, in different segments. Like here you could put it here.
It caught up to me, and I see through your sickening ways. And now you better pay. You build a house of cards, and I can see it running down. There's no one left to hide, and I do
Let's
not
listen to
need
that. So once again, we just want to make some space here for kind of the next bit of the song. The other thing you can do with these is you can these risers is you can reverse them, and they sound really good at the beginning of a bar as well. Listen to this. That's too loud. Let's just reduce it. Shite. So you need to put them into Complex Pro mode. That's fine. That's done. There's actually an exception to that, because what you can do is you can actually make them into percussive. You can make the risers into percussive sounds. Listen to this. I actually did a video on this today. So if you do 16th notes and go forward. So listen to the sound originally. So you can get some really good percussive sounds, and that's you want that sound throughout the whole song. So you've got it as a riser and as well as percussive sound, because it gives it sort of holds it all together.
Now I find myself in the crossroads, a place I've never been to before. No, never giving up, until I reach the top. No, never giving up, until I reach the top.
Okay, so that's that, and you'll notice that in the master, we have nothing. So what's my mastering chain? So first thing to do is just to listen to the song, just get a feel for it really. But there are some things you do need, I think, well I need, like I need, firstly in the master, I just need to put some pro shit in there. So I've got this preset called dim high side. All this wrong way. Dim cut low side. That's it. So that just cuts any of the side frequencies at the low levels. You can even just take a bit more off as well, because they're kind of inaudible, but you don't want those artifacts.
No, never giving up, until I reach the top. No, never giving up, until I reach the top. I won't look down,
Actually, you do cut. You don't want to cut too much, because it could ruin the song. So there's that. Next thing I don't always do, but this actually will help speed up this video. Ozone's a really good plugin for mastering. It's just got this cool thing called Mastering Assistant. It's a starting point, right? You can actually master at a very high or medium or low intensity. I tend to just keep the defaults at medium, and you've got to put it on at one of the highest parts of the song. So let's just do that now. And it kind of works it out. It works out kind of the optimum for you, but it's not optimum. You've got to still got to use your ears.
well, I didn't know it was that.
Sorry about the spike there. CPU spike. Works hard. So you see straight away, mature peak down. Changes to modern. That's what I do. So it's actually very low in terms of the ceiling. That's because I didn't give the song enough headroom. That's fine. So another plugin is gulfoss. Just use gulfoss right at the end. So we just go. I just increase recover and take until I get kind of the sound that I want. It's quite a bright song, you don't need to increase the bright, but the bass you can. The shape of the song is really important here. The other thing you want to do with mastering and mixing is you just want your EQ on every track. You really want to make sure there are no frequency artifacts that you don't need. So what I mean is, for example, on Diva, you've got some really low level inaudible frequencies. You want to cut them out, and you're going to do this for every track. Same with this track here. It's really killing the CPU actually. Let me just get rid of the ozone while I'm doing that. Let's go to every single one. Just make sure. That was alright. I'm going to delete these because we don't need them anymore. Just to save on the CPU. We don't need scaler anymore, but I like to keep scaler and just to keep my options open. You never know when you need it again. Same with the drum fill. I think the drum fill was already done, but we'll just listen to it again. So we don't actually need the second EQ. Drums, don't think they have any. Well, they had something, but I should really be naming this shit. This is fills, and this one's hi-hats. This one here is the drum loop. This has got nothing, so this is a good one. Yeah, too much low end.
Never giving up until I reach that top. I won't look down, I won't look back. I'll catch up to me. No, never giving up until I reach that top. No, never giving up until I reach that top.
So what I'd normally do with something like this is I would actually separate the kick and the snare, but I just trying to get this done quickly, to be honest. Let's listen to these other tracks. So this one's got nothing.
No, never giving.
Oh, so we could use that elsewhere in the song actually.
So long, I was always riding, and finally have to say goodbye. Never looking back, never slowing down, and never giving up until I can't be found. No, never giving. I won't look down, I won't look back. I'll catch up to me. I won't look down, I won't look back. I'll catch up to me. No, never giving up until I reach that top. No, never giving up until I reach that top.
Just get rid of that. So once again, these don't have EQ and they just need it.
No, never giving up until I reach that top. No, never giving up until I reach that top. I won't look down, I won't look back. I'll catch up to me. Another day, I'll put you in your place. I should've
pretty much it. So I've got all of the EQ out of the way. I've got a limiter on it. I think I've done pretty much what I normally do. What I would basically do after this finishes is I would just go and clean up little bits and pieces which are annoying me, fix them or whatever. But I think you get the idea of my working progress, and I don't know how long this has taken. It's probably taken a while. So if you've stayed this far, I congratulate you for keeping your attention this long. Otherwise, yeah, if there are bits you've missed or you just don't want to go through the whole video, you want to just ask a question, I'm very happy to help. So thank you, and until next time, ciao.